think they'll remember who we are?
I hope so. We're back, baby.
Why are you so loud?
Those of you that don't know, I'm Max.
I'm Sophie.
And this is our van back here.
There she is.
And a lot of you haven't seen us for a little while because we have been off really busy working, but we're back, baby, and we are gonna finish a few bits in our van and then start a bit of an adventure.
Yeah, so this is a video to explain where we've been and to catch you all up on what's been going on in our lives.
A lot of you have been asking for some reason, and you all know. So here we are.
We're not dead. So for those of you who don't know, or just a reminder for those who have been missing us for quite a while now, I'm Sophie, this is Max, and we have been converting and living in our massive Vario 614D for about a year now. When we started our build in lockdown, we didn't realise that people would be so interested in watching us mess around with tools and trying to get this van livable. We started a YouTube channel and made a really nice little community. However, as soon as the world started opening up again, we needed to make some money as we'd spent pretty much everything we had on this van. So the videos had to stop and work had to take priority. And that's where we've been for about a year and a half now. So work for us looks a little bit different to most people, I would think. We work 6 months of the year in event production, live events, festivals, music. And all summer we used to spend living in a tent in a field. And now, thanks to our big blue bus, we get to spend it in a little bit more luxury. Work's still really hard, it's long days, but it's so much fun. And what it does mean is we get 6 months off in the winter to do whatever we want in our van. Unfortunately, last winter didn't go as planned for us. We didn't get to go away. Life sort of put a stop to that, and we wanted to stay here and be here for the people around us. But what we did do was crack on with the build. Although we lived in the van over the summer, it definitely wasn't ready. There were still things that we were just kind of living with as opposed to thriving with. So we cracked on with the build and got it to a really good place for the next summer season. So thanks to COVID, this season was the first proper full festival season we've been able to do with our own company, with our own van, and it was amazing. We still don't have things like a shower or a toilet that is fully functional, but we've just enjoyed being in the van so much. We've met some amazing people through doing it, and it's made our work-life balance so much better when we are at events. Now, all that's left to do, I suppose, is get it finished, looking wonderful, so that we can finally go away and enjoy this van for what it was intended to do, which was big road trips. So, before we bought the van, we were looking for a bit of like a change in our lives, I suppose. We'd saved a load of money for a house deposit, and by the time we kind of got there, we sort of thought we don't want a house.
Don't really want a house.
we weren't really feeling it. So we were looking into what we could do with that money, and we stumbled across a big turquoise, gorgeous looking beast on eBay.
And we didn't really know a whole lot about van life or vans at all, really. But we saw it and it just kind of felt right, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit about us. I was a teacher and Max worked in events, and because of my holiday I used to work in events with him over the summer, and we were getting a bit tired of spending all that time in tents. And
yeah, when we were 18 it was fine to be in a tent for 4 months in the summer, but we'd kind of got old enough to decide that having a van with even a mattress slung in the back was going to be a little bit more luxurious than what that was.
And the more we looked into it, the more we realised people were doing that. Like, people were not just working out of the back of a van, they were like living in their vans. And
it just really excited us, didn't it?
Yeah, so we thought, why not give it a go? And we bought the van, and the van didn't cost a house deposit.
No.
The van was fairly cheap at the time. But yeah, the things we put in it definitely added up.
So we had our house deposit, and this was in what, like 2019-ish?
We bought the van in 2019. We didn't really start building it though until...
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of time to build it, and then kind of luckily, unluckily, terrible things aside, we ended up in lockdown, didn't we? And you'd left your job teaching. I taught through the first half of the pandemic.
and then I actually already handed in my notice, so I taught up till that summer holiday, and then
2020, and I'd handed in my notice as well, so we suddenly had a whole lot of free time, no work,
and no events to go to,
and a big empty van to do something to.
So that was when we started our YouTube channel and brought a load of you guys along with us, and yeah. So after everything and a really long build, we are so close to finally using this van for what it was intended, and that is travelling away from the UK. And we are literally about to book our ferry or crossing into France so we can go for a bit of a 10-week trip before the season starts. And after how many years have we had this van now?
2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now it's 2023, baby.
So after too many years, this van is finally gonna make its way on its European road trip. The first of many, we hope.
It's a bit windy.
It is a bit windy. Should we go inside?
Go inside. I like both of those things quite a lot. Vans and ticket machines.
So the van is on the road. We are in it full time, and I want to show you around. So we haven't been completely lazy the whole time we've been away. We've got a few things done since you last saw us in this van. So we're gonna give you a quick tour of the bits that we've got finished. So one of my favourite features of the van are these massive drawers that we've put in under the bed. They fill in the gap between our two big water tanks, and they are huge, and that's where I keep most of my clothes.
We've got a beautifully organised under-sink cupboard.
And one of my personal favourites is this lovely bookshelf that me and Bob designed. Thanks, Bob. It has all of our travelling guides, recipe books, a couple of maps, and some of the books that I'm reading at the moment.
And who keeps buying more books?
Me, I keep buying more books. That will always happen though.
Oh! Since you last saw us, we've been busy out working finally. The event world opened up again post-COVID. So we suddenly were really busy after a year of not doing a whole lot and creating this thing.
Yeah, basically this van build took over our entire life while we were doing it, and when the world reopened up again and we went back to work, there wasn't much time to do videos and keep up with social media and everything, which is why we went a bit quiet for nearly 2 years.
So we had to work again to make up all that money that we hadn't been able to earn the year before. But now we're heading back towards our dream of working all summer at festivals and working really hard for 6 months, and then having the other 6 months to chill out and enjoy ourselves and travel around and explore with you guys. Yeah,
and this year has kind of showed us how that is going to be possible. We took the van with us. It made living
it was the dream.
At events so much easier. It was really nice to have your toothbrush where you want your toothbrush every night, running water, being able to cook good food.
And sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
100%.
So much more comfy than a tent.
We used to spend probably about 3 or 4 months in a tent in the summer. Sleeping bags, tents, cooking on a little hob outside in a field in the rain or sunshine.
Scrabbling through a rucksack for the last clean t-shirt and not being able to find anything all the time.
So this is 5-star luxury now.
And it's shown us that the lifestyle choice is a good one. Having the van is going to make a massive difference to us with our work, but then also with the time off that we have as well.
So we decided to make a bit of a list of things we'd like to do before we get away, and unfortunately it's ended up with 136 things on it, which is great. Let's get working.
My number one thing that I want to get done is the hot water system. Not having a shower and not having hot water on tap has been interesting. The bubble system's in place, the tanks are there, we keep getting a leak and we can't seem to get it to work all together as one thing. So having a shower in the van will be cherry on the top for me. I'd also really like the toilet to be usable for number 2s as well as number 1s. We used it once and we haven't vented it outside yet. So it smells really bad.
It wasn't me.
It was definitely him. How about you?
Our fridge slides around every time we drive. I'd like to fix that in place.
Yeah, we can't wait to get the van finished, finally. Although, are they ever really finished? Yeah, I don't know. We just want to continue sharing this journey with you guys. We won't be uploading super regularly. We're just going to put stuff out when we feel like we're ready to put things out.
As we do it.
And
big thanks for joining us on this journey and liking and subscribing to all these things.
And thank you to everyone who's inquired as to whether we're okay and checked in on us and kept messaging me, making me laugh on Instagram. So thanks everyone for that.
We'll see you very soon.
Bye.